What's up, guys? Alright, today I'm going to show y'all how I like to use the Trout Trick by ZMan, and I like to use an 1/8 ounce Owner TwistLock hook with that. I'm going to show you guys how I rig it up and how I work it to catch redfish and trout. And I'm sure it'll work really good on snook too, but unfortunately there's not really any of those around the area that I fish in. So what you want to do is tie what's called a cray loop knot. So you just tie an overhand knot, which I'd already started one, but I'll show you. Just tie the cray loop knot, just make an overhand knot there. Take the tag in and run it through the eye of the hook. And I'm getting eaten up by bugs, so I'm trying to fight the freaking gnats and tie this knot at the same time. Not easy. Alright, after you do that, you make 4 wraps around the main line with your tag in there. And then, after your 4th wrap, you just take your tag in and you want to come back through the 2 loops that you made. And cinch it down. I like to get a little saliva on there too if you can. So there you go, it's a loop knot. Now the only thing you got left to do is clip the tag in. As you can see, that tag end's kind of pointing down, so it helps helps the presentation stay weedless. If you guys can't really see in the video how to tie that knot, there's a lot of videos on there. K-R-E-H, it's cray loop knot, and I'll try to get one up on my channel as well. Alright guys, next thing you want to do is put your lure on, and like I said, I'm using the 5-inch pumpkin chartreuse trout trick by ZMan. I feel like anything that's got this, you know, Gulp calls it new penny. Anything that's got this kind of brown with chartreuse works really good, at least for our area. So this is where the Owner TwistLock hook comes in key. No other weedless hook has this little pokey deal on it, and it really makes a difference, especially for when you're putting on lures like ZMan that are really tough. As a ZMan can be really tough to put on there, but that's what makes the ZMan so good, is it doesn't get torn up nearly as easily by pinfish and other stuff. So once you got it on there, you just want to line it up and then try to pinch and go through about like that. And there you go. It's rigged up. Now if you're throwing in a place that has a lot of weeds and you don't want that hook sticking out like that, you can actually just push up on the lure and kind of bury the hook tip in the lure like that. And then it's completely weedless. So that's the first thing that I like to do. And I actually got a little something extra to make this lure even better. Procure Inshore Saltwater Super Gel. This stuff works good, and I also found that the shrimp works really good too. So we will just give this some of this stuff, put it on there a little bit. Still getting ate up by bugs. Put some on that side, put a little bit on that side. And just take our finger and rub that stuff in really good. Now this stuff's really sticky, so just so you know, it will stick to your hands really good. But that's what makes it so good, because it sticks to the lure really well also. Boom. There you go, guys. Now you got a really good soft plastic weedless hook. The presentation is gonna be really well because you got it on that loop knot. It's not going to tear up to pinfish and stuff like that, plus it's got some scent on it. So now we're ready to get this thing in the water and see how it performs. Alright guys, show you how to work this thing. So you obviously want to cast it around, you know, docks or grass, oyster beds, some sort of structure. Just give it a good cast and set it for a second and give it 2 jerks and a pause. So jerk, jerk, pause, jerk, jerk, pause, jerk, jerk, pause, jerk, jerk, pause. And of course you can vary it. I mean, you can go jerk, 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 pause, jerk, 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 pause. You can give it 1 jerk and a pause. You can vary your retrieval speed however you want. Play with it, see how the fish are biting, but by default you can't go wrong with 2 pops and a pause. And that's pretty much it. 2 jerks and a pause. And this does catch fish, guys. I've been catching a lot of fish on these this year. A lot more than the spoons and things like that. Seems like the fish are wanting it slow right now. Not sure why that reason is, That's the way it's been. There we go. Here we go, guys. Got one on the other end of the line that time. What we got here? Hey, little redfish. There he is. Little redfish right under the dock there, guys. On the trout trick, just like I showed you how to work it. Yeah. Alright, not a Mogan, but he's a fish. We're gonna let him go. See you, buddy. He gone. Oh! Got something good here, guys. It is little redfish. Took a little break, came back out, guys. Redfish number 2. I know it's kind of dark, hard to see, but little redfish. Huh. Redfish number 2. ZMan soft plastics. Little jerk bait. He's not big enough to keep, but it's still a fish.